Hello guys, welcome to my video. So guys, have a blessed day. So before we read, we're gonna pray. So it's by guys, please help me and my family, my friends. Please help my family and friends. Please help poor and homeless. Please help the only sickness and the ones that who's afraid and who has problems and who needs help. In love you, in His name, Amen. So you could grab your Bibles and read along me. I can see myself. The rest is fine. Okay, so we're gonna read. I'm gonna read this little paragraph. Okay, so I'm gonna read this little paragraph. Okay, here goes. Jehovah blessed Solomon with great wisdom and gave him the privilege of building a temple, but he gradually left Jehovah. If you are a parent, explain to your child how false worship was turned Solomon away from God. Kingdoms divided back kings of the nation to apostasy and idol worship. During this time, many loyal prophets of Jehovah were persecuted and killed. Queen Jezebel dragged the northern kingdom even deeper into apostasy. It was a dark time in the history of Israel, but there were still many faithful sons of Jehovah among the Israelites, including King Jehoshaphat and the prophet Elijah. Okay, so I'm gonna read this little paragraph, okay? So I'm gonna read this, okay? Here goes. After Solomon became the king of Israel, Jehovah asked him, "What would you like me to give you?" Solomon said, "I'm young and I do not know what I'm doing. Please give me wisdom to take care of your people." Solomon said, "Because you asked to be wise, I will make you wisest man on earth. I will also make you very rich, and if you obey me, you will have a long life." Solomon started building a temple. He used the finest gold, silver, wood, and stone. Those skilled men and women worked on the temple. After 7 years, the temple was ready to be taken to Jehovah. It had an altar, and there were offerings on it. Solomon knelt in front of the altar and prayed, "Oh Jehovah, this temple is not big enough or beautiful enough for you. Please accept our worship and listen to our prayers." What did Jehovah think of the temple and Solomon's prayers? Soon as Solomon finished his prayer, fire came down from the sky and burned up the offerings on the altar. Jehovah approved of the temple. When the Israelites saw this, they rejoiced. King Solomon was known for his wisdom throughout Israel, even in faraway places. People came to Solomon for help with their problems. Even the Queen of Sheba came to test him with their difficult questions. She heard his reply. She said, "I did not believe what people had told me about you, but now I see that you're even wiser than they said. Your God, Jehovah has blessed you." Life was good for the nation of Israel and the people were happy, but things were about to change. Wow, things were about to change. Wow. Okay, so I have some questions for you guys, okay? Okay, here goes. Why did Jehovah give Solomon special wisdom? Okay, and how did Jehovah show that he approved of the temple? Okay, so we're gonna find those questions. So we're gonna find the answers at 1 Kings chapter 2, verse 12. Okay, 1 Kings chapter 2, verse 12. Okay, it's right over here. So Solomon sat on the throne of his father David, and his rule was formally established. Okay, so our next one is 1 Kings chapter 3, verse 4 to 28. Okay. 1 Kings chapter 3, verse 4 to 28, okay? Right here. The king went to Gibeon to offer sacrifices, for that was the most important high place. Solomon offered 1,000 burning offerings on the altar. At Gibeon, the Lord appeared to Solomon during the night, and God said, "Ask for whatever you want me to give you." Solomon answered, "You have shown great kindness to your servant, my father David, because he was faithful to you and righteous and upright in heart. You have continued this great kindness to him. Have given him a son to sit on his throne this very day. The Lord my God, you have made your servant king in place of my father David. But I'm only a little child and do not know how to carry my duties. Your son is still among the people you have chosen, a great people, too numerous to count all number. So give your servant a discerning heart to govern your people and to distinguish between right and wrong, for who's able to govern this great people of yours. The Lord was pleased that Solomon had asked for this, so God said to him, since you have asked for this, and not for long life or wealth for yourself, nor have asked for death or your enemies, but for discernment and administering justice, I will do what you have asked. I will give you wise and discerning hearts, so that there will never have been anyone like you, nor will there ever be. Moreover, I will give you what you have not asked for, both wealth and honor, so that your own lifetime you have no equal among kings. And if you are in obedience to me, and keep my decrees, and command as David your father did, I will give you a long life. Then someone awoke. He realized it had been a dream. He returned to Jerusalem, stood before the ark of the Lord's covenant, sacrificed burnt offerings and fellowship offerings, then gave a feast for all his court. Okay, so our next one, this is about a wise warning. Okay, this next one's called a wise warning. Okay, here goes. Now 2 prostitutes came to the king and stood before him. One of them said, pardon me, my lord, this woman and I have been in the same house and I had a baby while she was there with me. The 3rd day after my child was born, this woman also had a baby. We were alone, and there was no one in the house but the 2 of us. During the night, this woman's son died because she lay on him. So she got in the middle of the night and took my son from my side while your servant was asleep. She put him by her breast and put her dead son by my breast. Next morning, I got up to nurse my son, and he was dead. But when I looked at him close in the morning light, I saw that he wasn't the son I had born. The woman said, the living one's my son. No, the dead one's yours. But the first one, it says, no, the dead one's yours, the living one is mine. They argued before the king. The king said, this one says, my son's alive and your son's dead. While that one says, no, your son's dead and mine's alive. Then the king said, bring me a sword. So they brought a sword for the king. He didn't give no. Cut the living child in 2 and give half to one and half to the other. When his son was alive, was still removed for love for her son. Said the king, please, my lord, give for the living baby. Don't kill him. And he said, neither nor you shall have cut him. Cut him in 2. Then the king gives the living beast to the first woman. Do not kill him. She is his mother. When all Israel heard of verdict, the king had given they held the king in awe because they saw that he had wisdom from God to administer justice. Okay. So now we're gonna read Matthew chapter 12 verse 42. Okay, Matthew chapter 12 verse 42. Okay. So let's go. Okay. It's right. Okay. It's right over here and 42. Let's see. Here the queen of the let's see. The queen herself will rise at his judgment with determination and commandment. She came from the ends of the earth to listen to Solomon's wisdom. There's something great on the Solomon is here. Okay, so that one I read. So let's see. So let's talk about what happened here for Temple for Jehovah. Okay, so what happened was that Solomon became king. We know that, and he wanted to build a temple. So then he worshiped, and then the fire came, and then now let's talk about. Okay, so now let's talk about the model of the baby. Okay, let's see. Okay, so those 2 models who were living in the same house, and the first model, she had a baby, and the second one, she had another baby, and then the second model, the one that the son died, and the other one was living. So then they'll fight because like he's my son. No, he's my son. But then so then they went to King Solomon, and King Solomon said, they said, no, he is my. She said, the first mother, she said, he's my baby. And the second woman said, no, he is my baby. And they're fighting. So, got me a sword. I may cut here, and he announced, I may cut this baby in half. And the mother said, the first mother said, please don't kill him. Let hand the baby to her. And that mother was the real mother of the baby. And he wanted to, but he didn't have it. He didn't hand it to her. He handed it to the real mother. Wow. So when we read about that, look, something more than Solomon is here. You know what it is? It's Jehovah God. It was Jehovah God because Jehovah God gave the mother wisdom, and King Solomon wisdom. Wow. God will always give us wisdom, and we gotta have wisdom too. Okay? So guys, have a blessed day and bye.